elected plus let's create an ABC. So plus 3, plus 2. ABC and RSPCL. And SPP. Now, of those 10, how many are in the city? How many are here in the branch? How many are? As a pure example, yes, not actually, all you are. It's actually the employee here. That is just a citizen. Like this example, but someone's going to confirm. Yes, right? So for the vice president, it's just that someone is president. For the vice president, only 2. Councilor Jerry, UY, Jerry, G or Jerry? Okay, me and Nova, then the ABCs and the SK are not here. They're not. They have not shown up in any of the government offices. No contact has not shown up in any. In City Hall, it's not showing up.
Also the others.
Yeah, all the rest of the 8.
Except my wife.
Is she a counselor? So there's 3.
Yeah, but you can have a lot here. Except because the home resolution, that's what the thing is we're discussing. If it's a resolution, it's a resolution. It's a
No, it's more than just a resolution. It's the function of the local government. They all have their heads of committees, their heads of. In other words, you as mayor, we have to talk straight like that. You as mayor, you say that you have a functioning local government.
very minimal.
Still very minimal. Okay. So in the councillors, out of 10, only 2 are inside. Okay. Out of your department heads, how many are on site?
On site, start to report on
That's what I said. So if you have a function, let's say under the QC framework, you're the first responder. Okay, so the first question is you have to make an assessment. When the president was here last Saturday, you will say, Mashallah, and Ayatollah. So as of today, you are a leader of the process. And we need it in a very clear declarative sentence.
okay. It's minimum function because some of our resources are also obligated to the national government, like our cars, and recalling all our cars. Then cars of different agencies, recalling them, so you get the driver to come.
So number 2, so how many cars are actually counted?
Okay, so, but offhand, I can just say that is half.
How many?
Which is about 20. Not 20.
20 cars are out.
Are intact.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you said that you cannot function.
It's not that we cannot function. You just need to get those functions so we can start functioning.
No, understand that. But functioning as an LGU is more than just your cars. Let's start with your person, with your organizational setup. How many of your department heads? Where's the city engineer?
The city engineer also did this morning and we were feeling great.
So the city engineer is
present. General services is present. The planning is present.
Yes, sir.
The city legal, we only have the OIC for the city. The city administrator is here. The city treasurer is present. The personnel is also present. The HR is present. And the department of the seasonal office is also present. Doctors and the laboratories it's very functional. Very functional. It's also functional.
So, how many departments actually have a functioning office?
The department of the social welfare is functional. The engineering is very functional.
Can you put a percent? Can you just put a percentage for each one? So, For example, let's start with the city administration. Out of your pamilya, out of your resources, out of everything, what percent are you functioning? The point is, in response to the how are you able to respond? Because under our law, because there is the city government that is the first responder. We're supposed to be aiding you. Okay? Meanwhile, it's our trucks are delivering goods, etc. But as far as the city is concerned, are you functioning with that? I'm not talking about normal cars. I'm talking about
If we can handle this crisis logistically, it's impossible to do. We cannot handle that. We cannot retain those bodies. It's already 1 week. With all your people here, we want to be able to process the bodies. 100 bodies per hour.
This is not a finger politic. It's
No,
an
it's not
exercise.
finger politics. It's an exercise. The enormous.
I understand. That is because since you cannot pass a resolution, then the other option only is the Dream C mechanism, where the national government takes over, ask your lawyer, city administrator. But for the national government to take over, there has to be a reason. You have to. You can make a resolution.
The secretary has to not find
Now, you have to understand, we're talking very straight here. You have to understand, you are one this. The president is an Aquino. So he's been in just taking over because he does not want anything to be misconstrued. Your congressman said, please take over, please take care of
Media, ma'am.
the
From the
We want to
city.
know very clearly what you are in
Yes, ma'am.
person. Otherwise, then we need to see
Yeah.
the communication.
Bakit, ma'am?
What the city is the first one. The city is the first one.
Bakit, ma'am?
Ay, hindi pa nag-usap pa rin sila. Hindi yung pwedeng pre-meeting mo. Patayin niya.
So the point is from a police point of view, it's a neighborhood. The city, you're the chairman, okay, you're the chairman of the City Peace and Order Council. So as the chairman of the City Peace and Order Council, with 20 people showing up, can you function?
Can we
Exercise,
function in terms of
yeah.
security and
Okay, so put that down. You have to build a case so that you convince the president that, okay, to exercise his takeover provision. That's the point. Otherwise, if you're not prepared to build a case, then you also will not. You don't have a resolution, you don't have the jure situation.
No, but what I'm trying to understand is our situation, we're under we're under crisis like this. And what has taken over is operation of the national disaster.
We've taken over the fact that we're now looking at the jure situation. For example, where's not all of this? I mean, they also, the policemen also did not show up on day one, but now they're starting to show up and they're saying, no, we can handle this. So you have to say where you are and you have to make a judgment. Because there's no council, your legislature is not present.
There is a solution requires to just form it.
Oh, you have but you have to follow majority. You have to follow the majority of your council. What's the problem? Quorum is majority present.
You're saying, so you want us to form a forum for a state of emergency.
No. We want to formalize what is our legal situation. Everything now is de facto. Right? I mean, it's just what it is. we want to legalize, we want to make formal what is the situation. So it's up to you as the chief executive of the city to say, look, hindi namin kaya yun. If you're prepared to do that, then we need to formalize it. Usually, there is an ordinance, that is a resolution that is passed. Since you cannot pass a resolution,
we pass it with the secretary last Monday. Nag-assume call kami, we met there as the command post. We passed that.
what's the resolution?
It's a written, because somebody, I asked Councilor Terry to talk to her. So that's not more.
No, but I mean, listen, this is not, we cannot be, we're not a barangay council here. You passed it Monday, okay, what is it? Give it to me. If you cannot have a typist type it, are you functioning or are you not functioning? Simple lang ito. Let's not waste.
In fact, I just want to know, okay, are we at hindrance?
No, it's not a question of the hindrance. We need to legalize it. Go talk to your lawyer. This is
What makes it illegal? If you are now doing what you're doing together with us,
no, it's not a question of it's together or it's not. We need to legalize a situation.
what is not legal here?
What is not legal here,
Yes.
what
I just want to know.
What is not legal here is there is no proper recognition, there is no proper conferment of authorities. The authorities as it stands right now is you are the chief executive officer. Alright, so go ahead. You're the chief executive officer. We actually theoretically are not here. We are here because they follow
He's still the president of Tacloban City. I'm just the mayor. We have a problem here, and we need the help of the national government. If we want to legalize it, saying you step aside, then you step aside. If that's the only way that we can get additional help,
No, it's not a question of getting additional help. You're going to get all that help that is necessary, irrespective. What we want to do is we want to legalize it. The president doesn't want it. He wants to legalize it so that, in effect, nobody later on can say, the president just nagpagaw ng pangangalihan. Everything that you're telling us is not just personal. Okay kami. Okay, 1 month from now, 2 months from now, 5 months from now, what is to prevent somebody from saying, hindi, tinagaw lang ng Pangulo nito eh.
hindi naman. Well, is that illegal for to bring in all the help that we're not going to do? We can question that later.
Absolutely. There is no document that legalizes.
But that's precisely why there's a national disaster relief management, because they're supposed to address the situation.
Listen, the National Disaster Risk Reduction Council, the National Disaster Law says that the responder is the city. That's the law, alright? This doesn't exist. This is all just in support. Now, if you're saying we want the national government to take over, to do this, to whatever, you need to formalize that. You need to formalize that. It cannot be just a usapan between you and me.
So there must be a approval before we can set it up from outside. I mean, before the national government can help us here, it must be approved. We have to step aside. I don't know, I'm asking.
No, you're putting words in your mouth.
No, I'm asking, Secretary. I'm sorry, I'm not putting words, I'm asking.
You have to formalize and you say, listen, we cannot do this, can you please take over some of these functions that we are unable to deliver?
Yes. That I have no problem with that.
So can we not formalize that?
Yes.
So what
To
do
be
we
specific. No, I'm just asking. So I'm doing it, Secretary. I'm just clarifying this, so, in terms of what we have. If handling this disaster, okay, handling now, be more specific, handling now in trying to get back to our normal, get back to the way we were before, especially, let's say, the cleaning bodies, hindi namin kaya yan. Pagdating natin ng mga cleaning, hindi na namin kaya kasi we're part of the, what is the casualty, as you say. Now, in terms of getting to our people, talking to the barangay chairman, having to mobilize to what, to a certain extent, maybe, yes.
How many of the 138 can you touch?
Almost all. Maybe it's to 100 plus, or 110. Because they've been going to the DSWD and they're giving us the numbers already on the CSWD on how much food they need. That's why they're able to function in the delivery now of foods. That's why that's what's happening.
And they are getting it in terms of from the social welfare they receive.
Yes.
So
That's the mechanism there.
yes, but obviously because the complaints are we're hungry, it's not enough.
But there are complaints, yes. Because in terms of not having enough vehicles to transport, let's say that tomorrow we're finishing it for the entire 138. Because there was some policies that the secretary we should have to correct. Because before, the first policy was to get their names, to get this and all that.
We changed the rules.
That's why it was changed. So, is na yan. Pagkatapos, the barangay officials were able to help with their vehicles that they're already running, so they were able to pick up a lot of these relief goods themselves, together now with the CSWD, companies that and they deliver it now. So that's that in that aspect, you must know it's not good. Okay? So in terms of that stuff. But in the retrieval of, I go back to that, that's our main problem. And then of course the infrastructure problem. For example, all the electrical clearing of the way, which is done by the WH and done by other LGUs that came here and that. And that's what's happening now.
Correct. So the question is, we need to legalize our informal arrangements. Okay. So I don't know how to, can you, you're the city administrator, you're the lawyer, you're presumably the trusted person. Just explain, we need to legalize this. I don't know why, but it seems like it's hard to understand.
I don't know.
So we need, you cannot pass a resolution, so we need a document that says, please take over, because we cannot do this. This has overwhelmed us, or this is whatever, so we need that to happen. Does anybody have a copy of the Dream Signal? Can you pick it up out of the...
Given that the CDR is the house has the responsibility, and actually, if you're going to consider, was actually in
Well, you're in charge. Right now, legally, you're in charge. But we're already functioning as if we're in charge.
Yes.
Right? I mean, I haven't left here since... so we just want to legalize this. Now, if it's not legalized, then okay, you're in charge and we have you. And that's great. But other ways of doing it, we need to legalize this. The president is very, very concerned about the ongoing gray area as to whose authorities are operating. So we have to do this. It's good.
I can give you a list of figures that the city government needs in order to function. I need manpower, I need logistical equipment, I need...
But theoretically, the city government is supposed to do that.
Yes.
So you have to say...
So if I give you that list and you say, okay, I'll give it to you, but the only way we'll give it to you is that you have to come up here and you have to come up now with a resolution to show that you cannot function without this list, so we will take over.
How can we put the general? It doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing in the law that says we put the general, for example, of the army under a local government division. That's not allowed.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we lack policemen, and
But there are 900 policemen here.
but they're not under the city government.
No, they're not. Because you cannot function. In other words, your police cannot function.
Because you don't have the personnel. You don't have the people.
Precisely. So, can you function or you cannot function? In which case, we want to
Okay, so we
legalize.
should draft for a resolution saying that we cannot function because these are the following things that we don't have it. Then we cannot function.
What that is like
It also show the public now we cannot function because we were hit by a calamity and we were
Nobody's
hit by a
questioning that, you know? I don't think anybody's questioning whether you will be there calamity or not. But the question is, if it is a functional system, then it will function. It's one thing to be us to be helping you, it's another for us to be the main force. For example, how many tractors or how much equipment of your city engineering is actually working? Precisely. So it is not maybe functional is not the right word, but it has a connotation that being protects or whatever. But the point is, it cannot. So therefore, you say, well, we now surrender, or we now adhere to the national government these functions, how we do with this emergency situation. We're not here to collect your taxes, we're not here to collect your MSO data, we're to do your budget, no. But with respect to the emergency function, you have to say, you have to legalize our standing here. Otherwise, the acts that we do can be questioned later on.
Okay, so our suggestion for whether we just put it might just be specific to our functions.
You need to do that right away, as soon as possible. This has been going on since Sunday. We're supposed to get it this week. It's not Thursday, it's going on Friday. So we said, okay, with we were already not over here, so Monday didn't happen. So today, I was asked, what is it? What legalizes all of you involves the duties and every other thing and every other spending that we're doing there? But it doesn't exist yet. So we need to get it done. Otherwise, we're all confident. The president has a lot to do. In any way, at least for anybody who say they're an adult siya or you overstep his authority. It has to be. No, it can be taken today. Because this is not going to be over in another week or in another month.
I think we have to specify what the functions
Yes.
in government. We have to specify what functions in government we are able.
Precisely, it's the disaster response. We don't care about anything else. I mean, we're not in any way involved in everything has having to do with running the city. We are in the disaster response. And so for us to involve, for us to trigger the set of actions within the disaster risk reduction law, there has to be a trigger for that. We cannot do that for our own.
So in essence, we could then criticize what you're doing from the situation.
Absolutely. We are here because we're just responding to the need, the visible need. But we need to you're a lawyer, you understand the de facto versus the jure. What we want to do is to match the jure with the de facto.
We support the de facto.
Look, may nakita pumapasok sa bahay ng kapitbahay. Okay? You cannot involve self-defense, that's not your house. Kahit sa kagandaan loob, you're putting it or pinatigil mo. Ang hinihingi lang namin, isang papel that says, your neighbor, pwede ba since wala ako dyan, hindi ko kaya pagkain ng bahay ko, pinagkakaroon ko sa iyo ang kapangyarihan na magpapilin na kung sino man pumasok sa bahay ko. Kasi sa ngayon, pinagpilin namin yan, we cannot invoke self-defense, we cannot invoke because ng that property.
But the president has to be able to use this over Tacloban. He's the president of Tacloban. This time, if there's a problem in my barangay, in Tacloban, I cannot tell the barangay captain, you have to come close, so I can come in there and we can fix it and I can do something. That's not a great area.
For certain actions, that is correct, but for other actions, we need that to
Okay, so let's specify what are those actions.
Also
to protect you and protect my
absolutely. But let's clarify, let's get the document, the aspect of it.
But can you clarify fire tonight, what functions
But
are?
it's up to you. You make the list. You're the ones who says we need your help here, here, and here. It's not for us to tell you. You say, look, we are unable to make a general statement. We are unable to function. We are able to deliver operationals, whatever, our duties under the national disaster, under the disaster risk reduction. The city disaster risk reduction is under this, we only have 3 equipment. We only have our policemen are not showing up. Our this and that are like this and so on and so forth. We have exhausted the prepackaged goods that we set aside. It was washed away. It was this and was that. Accordingly, for the functions of this, for the functions of responding to this calamity, we would like to trigger section XYZ of the disaster risk reduction where the government takes over. That is what Ben did in Zamboanga. That is, and therefore it was all very clear. So either you have to, it's not a threat or anything, but we need that to legalize our presence. We need that to legalize our because under our law, that's what is necessary.
Under our law, that's necessary to get it done.
Yung Republic Act 101 sa bahay. But it's guaranteed to all of this magandang loob, operating, together, so on and so forth. There's no problem. We just need to utilize this because this is going to be much longer, with more people, more resources, more money spent, etc. So we need to utilize it now, early when it's still, early in the fall of the early sort of thing. So if this goes on too long, then it becomes a problem.
That's not good. Just a bigger disaster. It's without the should be
But we need a piece of paper that the Jew realizes what is happening. So that's it. It's the same person. We've been waiting for this document. For example, curfew. We cannot impose a curfew just like that. Oh.
So, Secretary, kung pa, actually, this na sa endurance
Exactly.
resolution, which was conversion of Tacloban as a member of this. Actually, original there, that disaster management. But it's in the form of a resolution of the RDMC, na Tacloban City as one of its members is now asking for that.
We want to I'll tell you the political sensitivity. The political sensitivity is it has to be, the president recognizes the devolution of powers in the DILG. If it is the Regional Development Council, then it could easily be said that the president influenced all the regional directors. Kasi mga empleyado niya lahat ng regional directors. We just wanted that the locals would say, we invoke this, it's fine. That's not the thing. It's not, if it is just the regional, we would have passed it at any time. But it is.
I just clarify being specific also because I don't want also appeal that parang in man. That's why we specify the functions that we are
So just,
according in relation to this disaster.
absolutely.
Yes. So no argument with that, sir.
Okay, we should do that. Alright, so then we can get us a list. I'm not saying.
In fact, in the resolution, it's more than obvious.
Yung recommendation for to declare state of emergency.
So where's the resolution?
Sulat ng gusto niyo mo.
Hindi, but you said in the resolution it's more than that. But where is the resolution? It doesn't exist. So just convert whatever the term, the part of that into a letter, and that's fine.
No, yours. The meeting with the president, or the NDRFC, the minutes may serve as the...
One minutes or what report you want.
Yung presidential aside, yung video niya, that will serve as the minutes already.
Why don't you just work?
Just write us a
Since the
letter.
secretary wants it tomorrow,
No, I'm not giving.
come up with the letter.
I'm not giving you a deadline. Let me be very clear. I don't want it to be said that don't give a deadline. But I'm just trying to say that every day, what is it? Okay, what is it?
Actually, it was discussed among the councilors. And when we spoke of state of emergency, we feel, and we discussed that, the security problem has a lot. There's a great difference now than it was before.
Exactly. So, because the urgency is no longer there, baka magkalimutan. So, alam mo, parang ano yan, kaya ayusin na natin ngayon. Like now, security is okay. Okay, when something happens in NCR, or in Region 4A, or in Region 5, or in Region, they go to Duterte, wants his people back, and start sending this back. Mamaya, later on, we need the people, we need the people. You guys did not want to put this under. Diba? So, hindi namin lang yan there. Because the president, for example, as the chief executive, whose responsibility is to other constituencies.
Understand secretary, but in nature also, even the PNP, what do you say is under the control of the people? It's really not under the control of the people. Even though the officers down there, they are as far as a public review, it doesn't get even though I request to remove. Now, if I lost all these PNP officers, I don't really have better control. I don't think the city government doesn't pay for their salary. Obviously, if we lose so much, and I request to replace this much, it should be given to the city also. Just like in any normal matters.
Precisely. So the point is, let's formalize it so that we can actually legalize what is happening. Diba? So,
It's also as in also possible. I don't want to burden also the national government. I'm saying there is that yung mga police namin, we have a problem with the police that's national in nature. They get their salary from the national government. We're allotted 325 reported after the calamity. It's been already 6 days. If they're no longer, kung awal na talaga lahat yan, it's the responsibility of the region to put additional 300 again. It's not our responsible to go after this remaining 207. It's national government.
So therefore, you as the chief, as the head of the city Peace and Order Council, have to say, I as the chairman of the Peace and Order Council of the city say we can no longer do this because of the following reason. So we ask the national government to take over. The imposition of checkmate. They are already here.
So, Secretary, bakit naman pag-yes na makakakalitin mo kakawain ng oras? Ni gray area, hindi pinapansin. I don't even request it. They come in here, they hold it. They do that. Every fiesta, whether we like it or not, they come in here, they bring in their people here, and they hold it. And then now they're telling us, when we lose this policeman, I cannot request. I cannot request it's all or nothing. Either we come in as the national, you take over, or you don't get augmented. If that's what there's no choice to make.
Where are you not augmented? Listen, this is
I was not augmented, Mr. Secretary. That's not under, it's different. It's not under, chief of police is different. In fact, I feel bad, because the chief of police knows that they're here. When you bring police from the national, they do not know that they're in Tacloban. I delivered goods 3 nights ago, and it was very peaceful. I only had 2 men with me. And if we get, I'm giving the men that we want, we can normalize it. Just ibalik lang yung 300. Kung hindi, bigyan naman
But
ako
those
sa
300 did not be from Tacloban. They're not from the Legion.
Many are from the Legion and from Tacloban.
No, hold on. The people that are augmented, the people that are providing the presence here are not from Tacloban. They're from 4A, they're from
Yes,
Big One, they're from...
even though they're not from here, even if you would say, men are not from there, but some of the officers are still here. Even the chief of police is the native Taclobano. He knows that he will help them. If will help a whole lot rather than bringing so many people to do that. That's what I understand. But, Mr. Secretary, if you're saying, and it's clear in my mind that it's a gray area that we relinquish, so take one place or not, then I don't know.
It's a question of choice or no choice of the It's a question of recognizing what is the situation. Now, if you have problems with your fiesta, this is not the time or the place to figure out whether people from the region come in to take over during your
It's a
fiesta.
practice in local government that if we need additional policemen, we're allowed to that particular amount. Most half of them. And we request from the people to augment. Now, what I see now is not be augmented, brought in the national, which is good, because anything for the people, that's fine with me. I understand that. That's okay with me. Then, I have no problem with that. You specify in a letter already, these are the following things that I get. But I will have to quote them because I'm not augmented the people that I'm close.
Whatever you want to listen, you want to turn it into whatever topic
No,
you
I'm
want.
not.
But listen, I mean, we just want to legalize this. So write whatever letter you want. We look at it. If it suffices for our purposes, then it's fine. If it doesn't suffice, we say we will clarify. But so long as this is not clear, it's ping-ponging, then it just makes life harder for our lives. So that's all there is. That's it. For example, recipient engineers, okay, you need it, okay. You have three functions. Are you saying, therefore, augment it, put the regional, whatever it is, the agencies and the put together, you want it under you? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so then just say, we only have three items ready, we only have three heavy equipment working, and we need to do this, and we won't task and everything, so please take over the tasks of cleaning, dumping, etc., or whatever verbs you want to put there, and period. And everything within the ambit of responding to this Yolanda disaster. And that's it. Okay. No, look, it's tough. It's tough for everybody. It's 7 days, but we need to just get this because, every day it's being policing. So, it's obvious that even if you discussed it in the nature of a resolution, it's not going to be passed as a resolution. It's not going to come into being as a resolution because the councillors are not present. So therefore, just write the letter. Just say, I as mayor, supported by the vice mayor, supported by whoever councillor is present, witnessed by the city administrator, saying, look, these are the facts. And in view of this, in order for proper response to the Yolanda disaster that was befallen our city, we want the city government to, we want the national government to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Having said that, can we have
We have a meeting tomorrow.
tomorrow, 7 o'clock?
Before I leave the meeting, we will submit the letter.
But even before or after the meeting, we need to get a sense of how much penetration we're getting relative to food delivery in each of the 128 kilometers of we need to, I don't know, if DSW has the data, if it doesn't, it has to come to barangay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 5 sacks, 2 sacks, 3 noodles, 1, and then relative to the population, the number of families, etc. How many pozos are existing? You have the information. Are they working? So we need to get that profile so that we have a sense of, well, here we are on day 7, and what's the picture going to be like on day 14, a week later, and what has to happen so that that picture changes in the nature that we want it to change. But that's already after the fact of the authorization. We're now back to operational. Okay? Sure. Yeah.
I will put as a priority
I will also feel that it's going to be well and based on this.
But if
It's, no, I'm just saying.
Don't put very still.
I won't do that.
because the first response is really in the city.
I'm just telling you. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. What do you say?
I would just say, if I were you, I'm just putting the letter, we are unable, we don't have the manpower, the equipment, the whatever should be earlier. We are unable to do this. The moment you go into very slow, it's going to go into income of they're more responsible. So then it becomes a big problem. It becomes now, why is it slow? Because slow is a judgment versus a standard. No, it's not really.
I'm going to be
Yeah, exactly. So then I say, okay, well, whatever it might be, but you know, for value, you make that very yourself. So we're very, yeah, it's not that you're very,
on the way. I am hired
okay, so something like that, we will say, I mean, let's say for tomorrow, I'm going to you a food pack for every volunteer. That, you know, I mean, it's like that, it becomes the case, so that we have a 100 bodyguard at the doors. At the end of the day, you issue 100 food packs. That way, at least it becomes food for work. It becomes fasting. Now, when the DPWH equipment says, okay, we're going to have, we need 10 at the doors for every dump truck. Here's the food for work with them, and all they have to do is take it, put it on the dump trucks, so on and so forth. So it becomes now operational people. But then it allows, it legalizes the presence of regional equipment, private equipment, commandeered equipment, and also some other equipment that are being deployed for the legal stuff for that, for the response to
Can I ask you also I hope this is not also the reason why it's
Yes, absolutely. Why? Would you?
I'm just asking.
Absolutely. I mean, do you think that we would be here playing stupid games?
No, it's not a reason.
No, meaning,
Because you were hindered by some legal aspects.
no, that's why already, ako naman yung sumagot sa, okay, de facto. For example, a citizen can charge the PNP. Why are you imposing curfew? Where's the ordinance?